What is up, everybody, and welcome to the finale to Wario Land 2, and this is an episode of the Retro Nerd Plays, and we're playing Wario Land 2, and I'm really sorry that this series for Wario Land 2 sort of got effed up. It's due to the copy of Wario Land 2 that I own. The battery inside of it's no good, and I don't have the tools or the batteries, let alone the money for the batteries, because they're like watch batteries, and those are like $10 for one, to open up the cartridges and replace them. And so I was kind of stuck with it, and I tried my best to get as far as I could with the game to keep bringing you guys new episodes for this. And then, like I said in one of the retro nights, that I was gonna have to do like 2 more episodes, and it ultimately came down to me just doing this final episode and pretty much showing you the trick that I discovered about the whole fact that if you don't wake up, it'll take you to what I say in the retro night episode. I believe it takes you up to chapter 3 of the series, chapter 3 of the levels in the game. So, and there's only 5 chapters in the game, so that pretty much puts you almost at the halfway point of this game. So Wario Land 2 picks up right after where Wario Land 1 picks up off after, where Wario's in this guy's castle, and then all these group of enemies come in while he's sleeping and pretty much whisk him away, throw him out of his castle, and he's got to come back and pretty much break back into his own castle and take them down, take them out, and take back his castle, because that's the way Wario does it. But along the way, of course, he finds treasure. So of course, Wario, that greedy little bastard, he finds treasure. So this is the first one that started the whole thing where Wario didn't pick up power-ups. Instead, certain enemies damaging him would do certain special effects that would help him get to different areas or different locations. So instead of him having his horned helmet or getting the dragon helmet as well, this was pretty much the game that pretty much like, okay, if he gets set on fire, he becomes Fire Wario for a little bit, and you run around on fire damaging enemies, but also damaging the certain areas that you have to damage to get into certain areas. So that's pretty much what this game started. It's still a fun game. All the Wario Land games have been great so far, and I like them all. So, and like I said, it's kind of weird when usually a sequel wants to do something different right away out of the gate, because usually sequels just follow the same formula, and it's not usually until the 3rd one or the 4th one where they're like, okay, we gotta try something different because the sales are lacking. But nope, right away out of the gate, they're like, 2nd one, we're doing something different. No power-ups for them. So still a fun, fantastic game. All I have to recommend is when you buy yours, make sure yours can save data. Very important. And like I said, I tried my best to keep getting as farther as I could. Me running into the whole falling asleep trick, I did not look that up. I was actually sitting there waiting through the cutscene, and then I got a text message where I was texting. And so I was sitting here recording because, no, I wasn't recording it. I was sitting there because I was like, okay, I'm going to have to play through this stuff. So I had the recording equipment ready and all that stuff ready to go, and then I got a text message. So I didn't skip through the cutscene originally, and pretty much Wario just sat there. And then I found out, I looked up finally from my phone and noticed that, I'm like, hey, what is it doing? What's this cutscene? I've never seen this cutscene. And so I sat there and watched it, and I realized, I was like, oh, that's actually a hidden little like cheat to get farther in the game without actually beating the first 2 chapters. And I'm like, sweet. So that helped out for getting a little farther in the game and getting to show you guys different areas of the game as well. But yeah, and I'm sorry, I do apologize about the game not wanting to save, and me not being able to give you guys a full playthrough of the game. But it's still a fantastic game, and I highly recommend you guys picking it up. And I just hope you guys like the episodes. that I've done so far of Wario Land 2. Maybe sometime down the future we can actually finish this, and maybe I'll end this video with, on the title thing, maybe it'll say finale with a question mark, or I'm just going to say, nah, screw it, I'm done, and I don't want to have to deal with buying another copy of Wario Land 2 and it not working as well. But yeah, fun, fantastic game. I highly recommend it. Just hoping you guys are enjoying Wario Land Shake It, because I am enjoying that game very much so. So I'm glad that one my Wii saves data, so that you guys can enjoy that one, because that is so far the best one I've been playing so far of the Wario games. Besides WarioWare Smooth Moves, I really enjoyed that one for its just weird craziness. So anyways, guys, I've been the Retro Nerd, and this has been an episode of the Retro Nerd Plays, and this was the finale to Wario Land 2. Retro Nerd out.